Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 21 online CFM game. We are getting ready for week number 2 of the 2020 season here in the Premier Madden League, and our Detroit Lions are looking for any sort of redemption this week against the Green Bay Packers. Any glimmer of hope, we will take it after last week's beatdown against the Chicago Bears. We're already 0-1 in the division, and we are taking on the rival Green Bay Packers this week. So this is a pretty important game for us to at least right the ship and make progress with this team. Not that we're trying to build Rome in a day, but you know, I think we learned a lot about our roster and we made some adjustments for this game, so I'd at least like it to make it a close game. We're going to have our hands full against the likes of Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, and Devontae Adams. Last week we didn't do a great job of stopping the three-headed monster of Cordell Patterson. Mitch Trubisky is part of that three-headed monster in Madden at least, and Allen Robinson. So what's our encore going to be like? Let's find out. We are underway. The Detroit Lions at Lambeau Field to take on the Green Bay Packers. Could this be a shootout between Matt Stafford and Aaron Rodgers? Let's find out. We start by running the ball with Kerryon Johnson, who's seeing an early touch in this one. Now we come out passing with Stafford downfield, wide open. It's Kenny Golladay. Gone for the quick touchdown. Just 45 seconds into the game. Of course, it's 10-minute quarter, so if the Packers are going to be playing defense like that, it's going to be a long day for those Lambeau faithful. But for us, we'll take that, man. Kenny Golladay one-on-one. Kenny Golladay obviously has to be the focal point of this offense, and Kevin King guarding him like that, not going to work out. We'll see if the Packers make the adjustment and maybe slide Jair Alexander to that side. In the meantime, let's focus on Aaron Rodgers, who is rolling out the pocket and throwing the interception on second down. There's Jared Davis getting the interception. Jared Davis is going to be seeing more snaps in this one as we have DeAndre Swift out the backfield. Swift was actually one of our best receivers last week, and he's showing it once again, giving us a goal-to-go situation as we try to hit up Marvin Jones. That's not going to work out. Just an incompletion, thankfully. Next play, DeAndre Swift. Oh, denied his first career NFL rushing touchdown just by inches. And instead, it's Kerryon Johnson with the mini vulture. Nonetheless, another touchdown for our Detroit Lions. And this is just what the doctor ordered as the PAT is up and good. It looked a little bit sketchy for a second there. Nickerson, I believe it was off the edge, but Matt Prater up and good. So, yeah, right away, I feel like we're already making a lot of progress. It helps that we're not going against Khalil Mack this week. You guys noticed that we actually signed a new right tackle. I told you guys we'd get rid of Vaitai. That we did. We have Jared Valdir at the right tackle position now as Marquez Valdez-Scantling actually makes that catch. So a big play for the Green Bay Packers, and here they are immediately entering the red zone, and we're pretty early in this game, and there's already been a lot of action, and I think that's the way this game might just go. It might actually be that shootout between Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford. Right there, the other Aaron Jones, no slouch himself. He's got the touchdown. He's doing a handstand for whatever reason. It's going to be a 7-14 game early on. So, once again, this Detroit Lions defense has a little bit of holes in it. The rushing defense, I was hoping we made some progress on that. So far, no bueno. The big play to Marquez Valdez-Scantling, I mean, there's not much we could do about that. We just got to try to respond on the offensive end. I feel like in these games, especially the way Madden 21 is, we're probably going to get into a lot of shootouts. So we just got to bring our best firepower, our best passing plays, like this one to Marvin Jones. Look at Jones. Gone for the touchdown. The Lions have put up 20 points, not even halfway through the first quarter. Look, man, I told you if the Packers did not improve their defense, it was going to be a long game for them, and it's going to be a brutal outing because no matter how good Aaron Rodgers is, there's no keeping up with an offense that puts up 3 touchdowns every 5 minutes, all right? So we just got to play defense. We got to get a couple of stops, and I like the way we're moving this rock, but easier said than done. There's a Devontae Adams sighting. Big play on the post. Next play, Aaron Jones straight up the middle. Once again, the rushing defense not doing its job. Here's Rodgers. Gonna just check it down to Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who had the big catch earlier. Gets a short one this time around. Second down, Rodgers. Whoa, in traffic. Was that Jarrett Davis again? No, I believe that was Jamie Collins who got a hand on that ball. Forces the incompletion. Third down. Ooh, looking maybe end zone. Valdez-Scantling can't make the spectacular grab this time around. And on fourth down, the Packers settle for the field goal. Settling for a field goal, I think that's considered a stop for our Detroit Lions defense at this rate, man. Like, the way this game is going, man, I'll take stopping him, and we'll see if we can score another touchdown here. But, of course, we can't expect to score big touchdowns every single time. Sometimes we're going to have to work methodically downfield. Maybe not. Look at DeAndre Swift getting this drive started off in style. Now, I don't know exactly how often we're going to be passing the ball to Swift. We're definitely not trying to pass the ball to Jair Alexander, but that's what we've done. And Alexander all the way for the Packers touchdown, and the scoring continues. We're going to break the scoreboard at this rate. And unfortunately, that's going to be a pick six for us. I tried to hit up Kenny Golladay on the corner route there. And the reason why I really, forced that pass, even though I saw Jair Alexander there, is I thought Kenny Golladay had his superstar ability of mid-out elite that would pop up, but I think that only factors in on out routes and not corner routes. So, lesson learned the hard way. And we just gave him 3 points. Not exactly what we were looking to do, but a quick bounce back from Kenny Golladay. It looks like Jair Alexander is going to be on that right side of the field. So we're going to have to try to keep Kenny Golladay on the left side, keep him away from Alexander so we can work him against Kevin King. Second down and 1, we're going to run the ball with DeAndre Swift. Get a decent gain. Swift really struggled running the ball. We talk about how good he was receiving in the opening game. He wasn't that good rushing the ball. So we'll see if we can improve that as we get the big play to the 26-yard line. Marvin Jones getting a bit more involved in this one so far. Matt Stafford, an on fire 9 for 11 star as Swift. That was an awkward run. Didn't like that too much, and I feel like we could have gotten the first down if it wasn't such a weird play. Oh, that was nearly a disaster. Kevin King looking for revenge. Oh, he drops the pick that could have gone for 6. Fourth down, going for it. It's going to be the Detroit Lions finding DeAndre Swift for the touchdown. Matthew Stafford is the conductor of this band, and they are playing in full harmony right now. The Packers just have no answer for the amount of different weapons we're throwing at them. We started the game off with a big play from Kenny Golladay. We had the long post to Marvin Jones. You factor in a little bit of Marvin Hall. DeAndre Swift is busy at the backfield. Hawkinson had a big catch that last drive, and of course, Matt Stafford with that strong arm, able to zip it into any window. And as a result, you have a pretty fun Lions offense. And I think that's something that we can really expect throughout this season. Hopefully, we don't get into these shootouts so we can stop people. But I think that might be our projection this season, is that, we're going to win games. We just got to get into shootouts. But we'd like to get some defensive stops. And that we get from Amani. Oh, man, I should have practiced that name before we started. Either way, nice interception, and unfortunately not a nice injury for Jenkins on the Green Bay Packers offensive line. We'll see how that holds up for the Packers, because if they lose him, that's a big piece of what is a pretty good offensive line, and he's going to be out for the rest of this game. So we'll see if we could attack his backup. In the meantime, let's focus on this offense that is absolutely cooking right now. We can really do no wrong besides the pick six, which, I feel like was a preventable mistake. It wasn't like, something where I feel like we're getting boxed or something like that. There were other people open. I just forced it to Golladay. So I have to live up to that hype by converting this third down to 6. That we do. We find Kenny Golladay on the out route. There's where that mid-out elite comes in handy, I'm pretty sure, as we are looking for Jamal Agnew. And that's a throw I feel like few quarterbacks can make, and Matt Stafford is one of them. And that's what can make this Detroit Lions offense so lethal in this 2020 season, and could potentially extend the window of Matt Stafford's prime as we hit Jesse James. We're working the underneath plays right now. We had the big plays early on. Now we're going underneath. Now we're looking for Golladay. Once again, he beats Kevin King, but Kevin King was going to make sure he didn't score that touchdown. Nonetheless, here we are, first down and goal at the 1-yard line, trying to punch it in with Kerryon Johnson. Same play we scored the earlier touchdown. This time it doesn't work. Now second down and goal at the 1. This is DeAndre Swift in the game, and Swift outside. This time, he will not be denied of his first career NFL rushing touchdown. And it's 35-17, and we still have almost 3 minutes left in the second quarter. The Lions are on pace to score at least 70 points. This is absurd right now. Like, the pace of this game is crazy fast. It's like, you know, Warriors versus Rockets in the NBA, that kind of pace. 2nd down and 9. A check down to Aaron Jones. That's a stop for our defense, so we can get a stop here. Any stop where we don't give up any points is a mega win, and that's going to be a forced incompletion by Desmond Trufant. Trufant, a veteran on the outside for our team. Hopefully, you know, he's going to have the responsibility of guarding the #1 receivers for a while until we can really build up Jeffrey Okudah, as we have Jamal Agnew getting a nice punt return for us. But yeah, in the meantime, I feel like, you know, Desmond Trufant, he is more than able to get the job done for us as we get, once again, DeAndre Swift in the passing attack. And how about Matthew Stafford in this passing attack? Just going to check it down to Swift one more time, but this is going to be a penalty. This is most definitely holding on our squad. Yes, it is. So instead of getting a red zone opportunity one more time, we get backed up, and it's going to be 1st down and 20 at the 42 out of field goal range. But we're going to get most of the yards right back. Jamal Agnew making another reception. 2nd down. Galladay one more time on the out route. He is absolutely working Kevin King over. Back in the red zone we are. Matthew Stafford, he wants to go for one more big play, and he's going to try to get it with his legs. Matthew Stafford nearly getting the 1st down, and on 2nd down, man in motion, it's Marvin Hall. Marvin Jones with the block, and Hall's got the touchdown. The Marvin connection, that's going to count as another passing touchdown for Matthew Stafford, who is looking to break NFL records today at this pace. 42 first half points. As you guys know, this is a Sim CFM, and part of being a Sim CFM means that in the 2nd half of this game, if the game's a blowout, we can't really run up the score. Thus, Matthew Stafford, I don't think is going to be passing for what he's on pace for, which is about 700 passing yards. We're going to have to tone it down if the score continues to be out of hand, which it's kind of looking right now unless the Packers can really figure something out. So, I mean, I'd love to pass the ball more and just, you know, go for that NFL record, man. Norm Van Brocklin's had that thing for way too long. Like, someone in the NFL is due to break it, and Matt Stafford might be the guy today. But, of course, we have to see what the Packers do. The Packers can't really get much going. We're just going to be forced to run the ball, get a little carry on Johnson, DeAndre Swift, and maybe even Adrian Peterson. AP is on this team. So, Amani Aruwariye, I think that's how you say it. Just got to practice in the middle of a video, right? Because he just got a roughing the passer penalty. But my opponent actually declined the penalty, which may be a cry for mercy in this one, because he didn't even try to take another Hail Mary shot, which I don't know why he wouldn't unless he just wanted to get the game over with. Aaron Jones, though, trying to spark some sort of confidence in this Green Bay Packers attack. The offense has not been too bad in this game. 17 first half points is good, even though, you know, part of that was a Jair Alexander pick 6. Aaron Rodgers, 162 passing yards already in this one, and Aaron Jones has not had a bad day on the ground himself. 8 for 64. It's just their defense is not getting the job done. The blitz off the edge, and that's going to be incomplete from Aaron Rodgers, and we get the Packers to another 3rd down and long. That's all we're looking for. Ball is batted and intercepted by Amani Aruwariye, who's got the one-on-one with Bakhtiari. But how about Aaron Rodgers getting the tackle? And how about Aruwariye? He's one of those young guys in the secondary. You guys all know about Jeffrey Okudah, but, you know, we talked about Tracy Walker last week as well. Didn't talk about Aruwariye too much, who definitely needs a nickname, so I can stop saying that last name and probably butchering it to high hell. So, yeah, he's one of those guys. He's the reason why we converted Justin Coleman to free safety rather than just letting Duron Harmon play free safety and letting Coleman play, you know, cornerback. Because I wanted to get Aruwariye minutes on this team. I feel like he has potential, and he's showing it today. A lot of guys are showing potential today. It's definitely been, you know, a lot of good moments for this Detroit Lions team. Not moments we had last week. I don't know. Weird editing here. I apologize for whatever happened here. I usually don't show you guys all this pre-play stuff, so especially not in a 42-17 game. But here is Aaron Rodgers finding Mercedes Lewis, and at this point in the game, I kind of relaxed on the defensive end. I was just like, all right, let's just, you know, try out some stuff, try out some maybe some blitzing concepts, some, you know, funky coverages with this team, because that's what we got to do right now. Remember last week we talked about how that game against the Chicago Bears was almost like a preseason game, because that was just the first time we played with this Lions team, first time I played on sim mode all year long, and this is almost another one of these preseason games, especially now in this moment as Aaron Jones gets a beautiful touchdown. How about that cutback to the left? Aaron Jones definitely is lobbying for more touches in this game, and you got to think of the Packers went a different direction and, you know, lean more on Aaron Jones to set up the Aaron Rodgers passing attack. This game could be different, but then again, you know, if they play defense, this game would be a lot different. And with 3:33 left, it's an 18-point game. I wouldn't say that we have this win in the bag by any means. Thus, I'm not just going to run the ball. I'm going to try to force this thing in the passing game. Once again, Kevin King with a nice play, but it cannot come up with the big play to get the interception. Matthew Stafford is over 400 passing yards, and we're going to try to rack up some more right here. I'm not content. 3rd down and 2. Let's try to get this first down. I want to score one more time at least to solidify our first victory of the season and our first victory in the CFM. Here is Stafford one more time underneath. That's DeAndre Swift getting away from Burks right there, and that's the dynamic ability Swift brings in the passing game. And I would say we're just doing a beautiful job of spreading the ball around in general. There's Hawkinson up the seams one more time. How about Hawkinson getting his number dialed up again? Trying to get him for a touchdown, but Adrian Amos able to swat that ball out. 2nd down, a rare run for this Lions attack. You know, the running game did not work out too well for us last week, so we've really gone away from it so far as we have a man in motion. This is Marvin Hall, who scored a touchdown earlier on a jet sweep. Marvin Hall looking for touchdown number 2. Marvin Hall, not exactly the Jakeem Grant of this team, but he's in that role as Kerryon Johnson gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. We're doing a better job of getting Kerryon Johnson a couple of touches running the ball. I feel like that's something we didn't do a good enough job last week. It was really all DeAndre Swift, and I don't think DeAndre Swift is really ready for that kind of big, you know, role as far as being a straight-up runner. In the passing attack, he's proven himself so far easily, but you know, Kerryon Johnson is still a young back on this team. Ideally, I feel like, you know, if we could trade Kerryon Johnson and, you know, build up other parts of this squad, that would be nice. But while we have Kerryon Johnson, we might as well use him. And while the score is like this, we might have to use Adrian Peterson if we, as long as we don't give up a touchdown here, really. Even though we do give up a touchdown, it's still going to be a 3-possession game as Aaron Rodgers, 2nd down and 7. Man coverage across the board, and he finally finds Aaron Jones, who was open for a minute, and Rodgers with that, dashing deadeye, able to make that throw on the run. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be intercepted. That's Jeffrey Okudah, the first career interception for Okudah, the high overall draft pick for the Detroit Lions in the 2020 draft. Okudah is one of the biggest building blocks of this team, so we're going to keep a close eye on what he brings to the table. Last week, it was ups and downs against the Chicago Bears. This week, he's done a much better job. He was a part of the 2nd Aurora interception, and there he gets one for himself as, man, I thought that was a first down with DeAndre Swift, and I feel like that's part of the problem with DeAndre Swift is he's not really hitting these holes that are there for him. He doesn't have that quick burst to hit holes, so something we're just going to have to examine as the season goes on. So while this game is a 25-point game with 6 minutes left, I just want to explain why it's been so long since the last, not only CFM video, but video in general. So the last week or so has been pretty rough for me, and on Friday, I actually had a procedure done on my back, and it required me to get stitches in my back. So that was really rough. Like, I actually tried to record a video on Friday because I was like, all right, I'm stuck home as Jeffrey Okudah gets the interception and is going to get the first career touchdown of his young career, a pick 6 on Aaron Rodgers. That is no small feat. But yeah, you know, I tried to record a video on Friday. Didn't really work out. I was in too much pain, so I was like, all right, I just got to take it easy for a couple of days. So now today, I'd say I'm about like 90%, which is good enough to at least do this to where I could sit down and, you know, record this video without being in like much discomfort. So hopefully we can get these videos back rolling at a normal amount of time. So I gotta take a little bit, you know, I'm not gonna rush getting back. I don't want to push myself too much, but you know, at least for now we can get these CFM videos back at this twice a week thing, and then, you know, getting like top 10 and not top 10 and all that stuff out. Gonna be a little bit more of a hassle to like sit there and look at the computer for hours and stuff like that, and like, you know, go through stuff. So I don't know when that's going to come back exactly. I get these stitches removed in 2 weeks, or less than 2 weeks. That was 2 weeks after I got it last Friday, so October 9th. So hopefully by then I could actually come back and, you know, really be back into the swing of things. So I apologize. Not really something I planned to have happen. It's just, you know, the way it goes. But man, these Packers are getting the brakes beat off of them. How about Tracy Walker on the pick 6 after the Okudah pick 6? We missed the field goal with Matthew Prater, or else the score would be even worse. I don't know if you guys saw, but I got some major lag on that kick. I don't think I stood a chance on that thing. Thank God it wasn't a close game because literally I didn't stand a chance on that kick. With poor Matthew Prater, he didn't deserve to have a miss to his name, but he does. But for us, we have 62 points to our name. You saw Okuda got the pick 6. This is Tracy Walker's second interception, and I think it's time finally for a mercy call, man. Get Aaron Rodgers off the field. He should have had his backup come in a while ago because this is getting way out of hand right now. We are unintentionally running up the score with pick 6s and stuff like that. Aaron Rodgers is giving us gifts. Adrian Peterson gets the first down run, and that's going to do it for this game. We bring in Chase Daniels for our first victory formation of the CFM. Our first win with the Detroit Lions comes on the road at Lambeau. Hey, sure, we'll take it, definitely. The way this game went, though, it was more than a win, I feel like this game was. It was a bounce back. It was a lot of learning. It was a lot of great progress from young players. Okuda covering Devontae Adams on that pick 6, hard flat, played that beautifully. Tracy Walker, after a decent first outing, gets 2 interceptions in this one, got a pick 6 of his own. DeAndre Swift got his first career rushing touchdown. Our Warrior was playing well. Just a lot of positive moments, and then Matt Stafford ends up under 500 yards after being projected for like 700, but still, we take that. Kenny Golladay, even though Kenny Golladay is already a superstar, he's still relatively young. Like, he's in his prime, so we definitely want to get him involved. Hawkinson, Hawkinson, as long as he's just a reliable threat for us. If he brings 4 for 63 every single week, along with what Golladay brings and, Marvin Jones and Marvin Hall and all that, I think that might be good. Maybe we try to expand his role a little bit more, but, we are doing a lot well right now. We just got to be happy about what we did today. So leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw today. Feels good to be back, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy us back in the swing of things. And, yeah, I'll catch you guys next time, which will hopefully be a lot sooner than the last time I said I'll see you guys next time. And, yeah, have a good day, guys.